The holidays start here at Kroger with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. You could do a classic herb-roasted turkey or spice it up and make turkey tacos. Serve up a go-to shrimp cocktail or use Simple Truth wild-caught shrimp for your first Cajun risotto. Make creamy mac and cheese or a spinach artichoke fondue from our selection of Murray's cheese. No matter how you shop, Kroger has all the freshest ingredients to embrace all your holiday traditions. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Welcome to the Instagram Stories Flash Briefing, where you get Instagram news in 3 minutes or less. If it's going to be longer, it's because I'm putting strategy in, so then it might be 4 minutes, but generally it's going to be 3 minutes. Instagram's blog, about.instagram.com/blog, had an article today, Updates and Guidelines for Including Music in Video. This is a really interesting article because using music on Instagram is allowed in some ways but not in others, and it's really hard to wrap your mind around the differences. This blog post explains where it's appropriate and easy and where it's not so appropriate. Let's get into it. Instagram explains that more people are using Live than ever, and because of the partnerships and licensing agreements that they have in place, there are limitations around the amount of recorded music that can be included in live broadcasts or videos. While the specifics of those licensing agreements are confidential, they're sharing some general guidelines to help you plan your videos better. I'm going to put a pause right here and say that I have a friend who's a DJ, and he wants to improve not only his DJ skills but also build an audience. So he goes live and then begins practicing and sharing the mixes that he's working on at the time. Instagram and Facebook shut down his lives each and every time because he's playing music that's copyrighted. That's challenging because at what point is it fair use? He's certainly not doing it to make money on the live, but you could make the case that in this particular instance, the artist for that music is not getting compensated, which is a true point. Here are the guidelines that Instagram explains. First, there are no limits on things like music in stories or traditional music performances. For instance, if you're at a concert and you film a live band performing. Second, the greater the number of full-length recorded tracks in a video, the more likely it may be limited. And they go into what that means later on. Because of that, shorter clips of music are recommended. The fourth point, there should always be a visual component to your video. Recorded audio should not be the primary purpose of the video. That's sort of where my DJ friend comes in. The article continues that although music is launched on Facebook and Instagram in more than 90 countries, there are places where it is not yet available. So if your recorded video includes music, it might not be available for use in those particular locations. The blog post also points out that there's a collection of Facebook sounds that you can use, which you can find at facebook.com/sound, which includes thousands of tracks, hip-hop, pop, jazz, country, and a lot more, all freely available, which you can find at facebook.com/sound. The blog post continues, we know it can be frustrating to have a stream interrupted or to have parts of your video muted because it includes music. My DJ friend. To minimize these interruptions and to prevent confusion around audio use, we're also improving our in-product notifications. These notifications are intended to alert you when our systems detect that your broadcast or uploaded video may include music in a way that doesn't adhere to our licensing agreements. Updates include making notifications clearer and surfacing notifications earlier to live broadcasters to give people time to adjust their streams and avoid interruptions if we detect they may be approaching our limitations. And if your video is muted or blocked, we'll make it clear what actions you can take to stop the interruption. This is a really important thing, and I hope Instagram continues to make this whole process easier to understand, because for the average person to get the concept of fair use, if you're not a lawyer, it's pretty challenging. That's it for the news. Today is the last day to register for my Instagram 101 class, which is going to be tonight, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Send me a direct message at Daniel Hill Media with your email address, and I'll get you over the Zoom link. And if you have questions you want me to answer during the session, send those over too. Thanks for listening.